Hey, what's up? This is Laidback Luke, DJ and producer, Kung Fu athlete, and family guy. That was my show in Denver last night. Shout out to everyone that came out and braved the snow and that cold, cold weather. Coming to you from Las Vegas today, where it's not really warm either, but I'm here with a very, very special vlog. So in this vlog, I'm gonna tell you how to properly mix down a vocal. We're gonna dive into how to layer vocals first. And for this, we're gonna go into the studio of Vegas-based Mixmash Family, Shelco Garcia and TEENWOLF. So what I'm gonna share with you right now is exactly how they record in the professional studios in LA. We always used to record 4 vocal layers, and then we would pan 2 of those hard left and hard right, and then pan the other 2 like midway. So you get this like full range of filled up chorusy type of vocals. And in LA they do that a lot. So they'll record background vocals, which is not just 1 layer, it's 4. They'll record a harmony, which is 4 layers as well. So it's just like a wall of vocals. When you try and record it at home and you just record 1 layer, it sounds kind of thin. And if you stack all of these on top of each other, then you get this really like full feeling in the vocal. And now how you know how to deal with the layering, I'm gonna show you how to mix the vocal down very soon. But first I want to talk to you about the proper recording gear, because nothing is more important than to get the vocal into your DAW. Now I was talking to Mina a little while ago and she finally switched over to a proper setup. Apparently it really improved her vocal recordings. She is currently using a Bluebird cardioid condenser microphone and a super dope preamp. It's the Universal Audio Solo 610, and she plugs that all into her Apogee sound card, which is the Duet, and which is one of my favorites as well. I will show you the proper way to EQ, compress, and put some effects on your vocals. Okay, so here we have the vocals from Heather Bright, aka Bright Lights, and I did a remix for her. And she handed me some vocal stems, so I'm just gonna drag them from my folder into the program, holding the command key, so it goes into all separate audio tracks. And then I'll just turn the warp off. I don't need a warp. And I'm just gonna make sure all the tracks start at 0. Not many layers because the lead stem is already grouped, I think. Okay, so you have 2 types of vocals. You have wet vocals and you have dry vocals. Wet just means there's effects on it and possibly some EQ. And dry means the vocals without any effects. So these vocals are a little bit wet already, but I'm just gonna show you how I'd group them. Just select all these tracks, press Command G, and there's your group. So what you can usually do is put a little bit of compression on there, press the threshold down a little bit, kind of like tickling the vocal. And what I usually add to vocals is a reverb and an echo or a delay. And how I pick the delay time, seconds or fourths or thirds, it just depends how it works with the rhythm of the vocal. And we're gonna find out for this one as well. And now we just need to make it subtle. So simply just fix it with the wet dry. Very subtly, it's on there. Adding the reverb, kind of doing the same. So just hear what kind of time feels right for you. And then just fix the dry wet on there. Gonna put a little bit of EQ on, just to clean up the mud I don't need. Vocals don't really need low end. So right here is the sweet spot of the vocal. So ultimately, I'll know how to EQ it the best with the instrumental in the background. So I'm just gonna import the instrumental for this track. Okay, so possibly a little bit less in the mid-high section. Has a lot of high-end vocals, so I'm just gonna take some little peaks out. All that hissing type of sound can be very annoying in a vocal. So you can do two things. You can put a de-esser on your vocal, compressor, de-esser. See, there you go. But I can tell you where the hiss actually is in the EQ section. So usually the hiss is around 7 kilohertz. So what you simply do is create a dip here at 7 kilohertz, and bam, all your S's will be gone. And here is the moment you've been waiting for. How to find the right volume for your vocal in the track. What you're gonna do is imagine the track is playing in the supermarket, or in your car, or on your phone, or any type of like crappy little system. You're gonna turn down the volume very much so that it mimics like, you know, a television set or a crappy speaker. And then just because everything is EQ'd and everything, you just need to adjust the volume. The vocal actually needs to be kind of like above every other element in the track. And so now on a very low volume, it sticks out a lot, and that's actually the vocal volume you're looking for. And there it is. I have a little bonus for you after my show here in Vegas. I'm gonna tell you how you, as an unknown producer, can find some good singers. And we're back, and I promise you to tell you how to find some good singers. Shelco Garcia and TEENWOLF will tell you exactly how to reach out to them.
If you hashtag vocalist or acapella on Instagram, you can find these vocalists to just sing and play guitar. You can just message them.
You can always find somebody that's local in your city that sings. Just like there's always somebody that you know is trying to be a producer or somebody that's trying to be a DJ. There's always somebody that's just a singer that's trying to make it. And you can always be like, well, you know, I'm working on music, let's see if the vibe is right. But you can always check on SoundCloud as well, check somebody out, and they should have some contact on there, direct message them.
I hope you can use a lot of these tips, and I'm sure it'll improve all the things you will do with vocals from now on. If you liked what you saw, make sure to give me a thumbs up and press that subscribe button, and I will catch you on the next vlog. Until then, L's up, rave safely, and salute.